The gentleman from California.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My amendment increases authorized funding for English language learners from $750 million to $775 million until 2019. Services to this growing but completely underserved population are important to me and families throughout my district and throughout this country. But it should be important for all of us. Latinos as a percent of the labor force will grow to 34% in the next 10 years. I want to share some numbers showing our neglect of these students. Only 7% of the English language learners in the 4th grade and 3% of those in the 8th grade were at or above proficient level of English in 2011. Non-English language learners saw 5 times as many 4th graders and 11 times as many 8th graders at or above proficient levels in English. All students should be able to reach those levels and greater. Mr. Chairman, English language learners are the fastest growing segment of the public school population. The overwhelming majority are native-born U.S. citizens. Half are second or third generation Americans. Adequate educational services could prevent 25% of English language learners from dropping out, ensuring a fair shot at their participation in this economy of ours. Instead, our system has failed these students. Second and third generation American citizens in our public schools are not proficient in English. This is absolutely unacceptable. My amendment provides a funding stream specifically for services for English language learners, but the provisions in H.R. 5 do not ensure that these funds will be used to support these children. H.R. 5 does not do what needs to be provided for these students. It strips the English language learner title and allows funds to be shared, allowing funds to be redirected from their intended population. Already, too many schools incorrectly use these funds. Opening the door to redirecting funds makes the problem even worse. H.R. 5 strips achievement metrics for English language acquisition. If we can't measure whether something works or not, what is the point of funding it, ladies and gentlemen? Given our poor record of educating Americans, why is the federal government retreating from having these outcomes measured? These children can be doctors, lawyers, business owners, educators, and community leaders if we provide them with the proper education when they're youngsters. We must allow them to realize their potential by investing in them. That is why next week I'll be introducing my own bill on educating English language learners. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle give much lip service to integrating Latino and immigrant families into American society. However, H.R. 5 would have been a great opportunity to show that, should they have meant what they said. At this time, I would like to yield as much time as may consume to my friend from Illinois, Congresswoman Duckworth.